What's up, everyone? How's it going today? Justin Japan here. So today I want to talk about a few rules and things to look out for when you're going to the gym here in Japan. If that sounds good to you, let's go ahead and get started with number one. Alright, starting off with our first rule, you have to take off your outdoor shoes before going into the gym. Now, no, you won't be working out barefoot or anything like that. But you might have to take off your outdoor shoes and then put on a pair of indoor shoes at certain gyms. This isn't every gym. I've been to a couple where I have had to take a pair of indoor shoes and a couple where I could just walk in with my outdoor shoes on and start working out. Now, at the ones that do require this, it's obviously to help keep the gym a little cleaner. I'm not really sure how effective it actually is because someone could just take their nice pair of squat shoes that they've worn outside before and carry them into the gym like their indoor shoes and kind of go around this rule, I guess. But anyway, if you're not ready for it, it can be kind of annoying the first couple of times that you go to the gym in Japan, so just a bit of a heads up. The second rule for gyms in Japan, generally speaking, is no tattoos. That's not to say if you do have a tattoo that you can't go work out at the gym, but if it's on down your forearm, you might have to wear a long sleeve shirt or a sleeve or something to cover it up. The reason being that tattoos in Japan are kind of traditionally associated with the Yakuza, which, if you don't know, is like the Japanese version of the Mafia. And so a lot of Japanese people, especially in the older generations, still have a negative view on tattoos. It's kind of changing in the younger generation, but once again, just a bit of a heads up. Now, I'm not sure how strict every gym in Japan is on tattoos. At my gym, I can't remember ever seeing anyone have tattoos, but that doesn't mean people don't. It's just I haven't seen it. So number 3 is definitely going to sound really weird, but sometimes you actually have to reserve the equipment in the gym. Now, I've only ever had to do this at one gym because I've never actually lived in Tokyo where this is maybe more common. But at the gym that I went to, you had to actually reserve the equipment. Basically, they had a big whiteboard next to all the treadmills because you only had to reserve the treadmills, and it was broken into I think 15-minute slots, and basically you just had to write your name in a slot, and there are different rows, so each row corresponded to a specific treadmill, and you had to write your name in the slot, and you can only use the treadmill during that time. You could, of course, I think, reserve it for multiple time periods, but I don't remember if there was a specific limit, like you can only reserve it for 2 time blocks, so 30 minutes, or if you can reserve it for up to 4 for an hour. It's been a while since I went to that gym, but it's definitely a thing that could happen where you have to reserve the equipment in advance here in Japan. Oh, I just remembered to kind of actually go along with this rule. My gym does actually have time limits posted on the power rack and the cable machines, so you don't have to reserve it. And I've definitely gone over the time limit before, and other people have gone over the time limit before. You know, there's people who take 5 minutes in between sets because they're scrolling TikTok. Anyway, they're not really strict about it, but they might be stricter in a more crowded city like Osaka or Tokyo, but that's just the perks of living in a smaller city. But it's definitely something to be on the lookout for so you don't get in trouble at your gym. Alright, the 4th rule, and this is actually one that I break sometimes, but it's no photography in the gym. Now, this mainly depends on how strict your gym is. I can get away with filming myself. I'm usually not trying to film other people, but at another gym I've been to, they told me that I could only use my phone for music, and that if I was caught taking pictures or taking videos or anything, that I would get kicked out. So there's definitely some strict gyms in Japan when it comes to this. So be careful. Make sure that it's okay at the gym, or at least they're not strict, before you start taking a video or something for Instagram. I hate for anyone to just get kicked out of the gym and that's not to come again. The last thing to look out for at the gym in Japan is that you might need a Japanese bank account or a Japanese credit card to pay every month. Now, I'm not sure why this is a thing, but sometimes in Japan I have trouble using my American credit card because it's not linked to an address in Japan. I'm not sure why this is such a big issue. I've had trouble actually using my American credit card on like Amazon and a few other websites. And the gym can be no exception. At some gyms, they require you to have a Japanese bank account or a credit card actually linked to a Japanese address. So, yeah, be careful. You won't be going to the gym at all here in Japan. Those were a couple rules and things to look out for when you're going to the gym in Japan. If you found this video helpful or enjoyed it, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Just in Japan. And I'll see you next time. Peace.